Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Masks Sunset City. I am, as always, your faithful and beloved editor, Matt the Killer GM. Using he, him pronouns, I portray a variety of people with a variety of different pronouns in our world. Let's introduce you to the rest of our Mythfit cast. We're going to work from the ground up tonight. Wally, how you doing? Who you playing tonight?
How's it going, y'all? Hey, it's your boy, Wally, he, him pronouns. I'll be playing Marvin, who also uses he, him pronouns, also known as Turbine from the Bull Playbook. And, man, he's going through some internal struggles these days.
Yeah, there were some conversations that were had after the
Yeah!
last episode, and
Yeah, conversation happened. Yeah.
yeah, conversation over some coffee.
Conversation, coffee, scones. I know there are no scones. There are no scones.
Yeah, there were a couple scones.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as scones you get from the fair, but
No, of course not.
never that good. And somebody who definitely should have a conversation at some point, maybe, possibly, but we aren't going to deal with that right now yet. Celeste.
Hi, I'm Celeste. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Elodie, aka Party Crasher, using she, her pronouns. And, I don't know, we might have a couple conversations today. We'll see with some people.
Conversations
See how it
about
goes.
things, see how they're going, see what's going on. We'll see. There's been some talk and a little kerfuffle here and there, so very interested to see. And somebody who definitely makes no poor life choices whatsoever at all is fine. Christy, how you doing? Oh, unmute.
Are you talking about Hassar or Christy?
I mean,
I'm Christy. I go with she, her pronouns, and so does Hassar, the Janice of the group, and she is having a trust issues with one of her oldest pals right now, and she's not too enthusiastic about it. So It's good, right? I don't know. Teenage drama.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Really, truly, that delicious teenage drama, and somebody who definitely doesn't precipitate any teenage drama whatsoever. Pope.
I'm worthy of dragging. Um, and as such, hi everybody, Pope here, playing Arthur, also known as Mythos, the protege, who's without a mentor. Both Arthur and I use he/him pronouns, and yeah, as describing things to friends and spouse, the quote kept being repeated: "Never go the full Scott Summers."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna find out how consequences happen. So
I mean, it's already
let's
gotten a
get
few.
down to business.
Already gotten some consequences. What's a few more, right? Consequences, Somebody who had some consequences come home to roost last issue. Last but absolutely not the least in our troop, Corey.
Hello, everyone. I'm Corey Sparks, also known as Hyperlight Sparks. I use he/him pronouns, and I play Sapphire Sirius, the outsider of the group, who also uses he/him pronouns. And at the moment, Sapphire's starting to consider becoming a bit more of an outsider than he was before, as in literally just taken off and flying off to parts unknown at this point. But of course, there's sorry. But of course, that is a lot easier said than done for several obvious reasons. But we'll see what happens.
We indeed will see what happens. We play to find out, and we are ever so grateful to have you here with us tonight, as we are here with all of our faithful viewers, those watching at home. We're hoping you enjoy what we're doing tonight, and if you do like what we're doing tonight and want to get in on the action yourself, we do have a few options below you can click on to throw some cash in and maybe help our poor Mythfits out, because crime and knee, do they need it? Last issue, to recap for those who might have missed it, and hey, go check it out on YouTube if you did. Our dear friends, the Mythfits, were accosted by a pair of Lithian police who would come to bring Sapphire Sirius back to the home world to stand trial. With a bit of work, a little bit of help, and one tiny speech from Mythos, they were sent off at the cost of one of the Lithians. And in the fallout of this, there was a lot of venting, a lot of emotion. And it ended with a lot of the group exiting the House of Mystery. Oh, and somebody is just really grouchy right now. We're going to pick up a couple days after the fact. And where I want to actually pick up is with Isla. Isla, it's been a bit. And I want to check in on some of your obligations, because we've done a lot of heroing, but the Giannis is more than a hero. The Giannis is also about that non-hero life. So I need you to give me a little bit of a role there.
Okay, let's see here. Hope for the best.
It is your mundane that you are rolling on. So it is 8.
Oh, I've lapsed on at least one obligation, I think.
Which obligation have you lapsed on? Because you actually get to choose in this case.
I've missed a few days at work. But not for like crime fighting reasons. I was avoiding Arthur.
Yeah. Mr. Frazzetti is basically left messages with Yadviga, wondering where you are and when you're gonna be showing up.
Yadviga, I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear. I know we need the money. It's just I'm having a really hard time wanting to go back there right now. I'll figure it out. I promise.
Is something bad happen there?
No, just it. I don't want to be put in a position where I say something I can't take back.
You have trouble with person at work.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know. Well, I don't know if you know Arthur. He kind of fades.
He's tall one, right?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, everybody's kind of taller than you, though, right?
Well, he used to be taller, but you know.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just he was lying to a lot of us, and you know I don't like being lied to, especially when I usually can tell. So
Lying is very bad. Lying leads to very bad places.
do you believe in destiny?
I don't know if I believe necessarily in destiny, child. I believe in that we can be destined for something, but we choose how we handle that destiny, how we approach it.
Right, because I mean, you always told me that we were chosen for something greater, but also we had the choice to continue with it or not. It wasn't just something we were forced into. But now I'm being told that I had very little control over these actions, and I don't like that at all. I like to think that I did this, right?
Child, she rests her hand gently on your shoulder. You are always in control.
Okay, you're right. I promise I'll get back to Mr. Frazzetti. I'll get back.
Do that. He's nice man. Give you job.
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
All right. She'll give
All
you
right.
a quick peck on the cheek. And go
Love
toddling
you.
back off to her stories.
Okay. And I pull out my phone and I start texting Marvin. And Elodie, actually. It's a group text.
Okay, cool. Let's see what's in that text. I want to know.
First of all, the first thing I say is, Marvin, you haven't left her, right? Elodie, do not try to sneak away. Trust me, we will find you.
I don't know. I'm pretty sneaky with a ninja emoji.
Marvin just sends a reply of a GIF of a cat peeking up over a bed. That's and it just says, "Oh, I'm keeping an eye on her."
All right, I'm coming to you guys. Heart emoji.
Where are you two at this point?
I think definitely wherever Elodie retreated off to, Marvin would be there.
I think I'm back in Tequila Sunset now.
Okay. So you're just kind of chilling in your loft area?
Mm-hmm. I'm like literally laying the wrong way on the bed with my feet on the wall. I've got my phone like this. I'm playing some weird game where you have to merge dice to make them a higher dot count, and then it's like tower defense from there.
Yeah. I'm aware of a game of this type.
Marvin has like a tennis ball that he's throwing against the wall, but it's the farthest wall possible that he can reach. So he's taking advantage of that he has a really good arm, just chucking it down the far end of the room. Hear like a silent thud as it just bounces back slowly over to him, and he picks it up, and he keeps on doing this over and over again.
The bird is perched on top of like a little boom thing, just kind of watching curiously as the ball bounces back and forth and back and forth. And each panel with the ball moving back and forth, we see Isla coming up the stairs.
And as I reach the top of the stairs, you see one panel of me just grabbing the ball out of thin air. I was like, hey guys, how my favorite people doing?
Hey, it's going right now. I mean, we haven't gone back to the house at all once, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've actually missed quite a few shifts of work too, so that's something I'm gonna have to figure out. And then I look straight at Elodie.
It changes memory for you. She doesn't look away from the phone.
Always an option. I just keep staring. You gonna look at me anytime soon?
She closes the game.
How are you feeling? Yeah, not something I ask often.
Bubbling cauldron of resentment.
Hey, this might be something we can both agree on. I just go and I sit next to her and I just kind of put a hand on her knee. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do about it either.
I want to piss him off, really. I want to do something that's really going to make him mad.
I'm not saying that's not something that would make me feel better right now. But I don't know if that's gonna help any of us in our current situation, because the ball's been moving in this direction now, apparently without our knowledge, for a while.
I mean, I did have one idea that could do both. Make him angry and maybe get us a step closer to where we need to be. I'm not sure you approve.
I mean, you're right. I probably won't, but I've had some differences of opinion lately, so we'll see. And I just look at Marvin and I kind of give him a wink because I'm like, whatever, we'll just figure it out. Tell me what you got.
You know how Arthur's always saying, never go into Fairy? Never mess with the Winter Court. Never talk to Mab.
Yeah.
Well, last time I went looking for him, he was kinda, I think, right outside of her place. And I think maybe I could find my way back there again.
I mean, believe me, I'm pissed off at this guy too. I'm less more so pissed off, but I was pissed off. I'm now more like, maybe I'll punch him next time I see him. Maybe not. Probably not. I mean, it wastes too much energy. But we should do something to help you with your problem.
I do want to say, Not in his defense necessarily, but I do want to say that I believe he had good enough intentions, but that much power over other people's lives is never fair. And honestly, I know you're going to be really surprised to hear this, but yeah, I'm all in. I say we go.
All right. That's what we're doing. You know he's going to find out, right?
Oh yeah, I have no doubt in my mind he's going to find out, and that he might try to stop me.
All right. I mean, both of you two in agreement on something. I know it's going to be physically impossible for me to make you guys say no.
Truth.
Plus, I have not punched anything in a couple of days now, so I'm getting kind of antsy.
Have you, I look straight at Elodie again, have you talked to Sapphire at all?
No.
Has anyone seen him since then?
Yadviga's been asking, and I don't know what to tell her.
Oh, jeez. All right. This. All right, look. One, let's be honest here. We cannot have Sapphire running around this world by himself. I mean, if anything, he's probably going to get scooped up by some kind of, like, I don't know, evil ringmaster and taken away to be like a circus sideshow person. But we also got to take care of this. Which means we're going to have to parlay with Arthur.
Yeah. We're gonna need him, if anything, to find Sapphire for us. I don't care if he comes with us or not, or tries to stop us from going, but he should at least worry about his other friend. He would do that, right?
He would. And look, I not defended the guy or anything, but I mean, I'm kind of upset. But I don't hate him. Because what he was trying to do was for best intentions. But as Isla said, no one should have that one much power. It can make you make the wrong decisions for the right choices. I see you eye rolling, Elodie, and my back is to her.
Look, okay, I was thinking, geez, Kanye was right. When is Kanye right? No one man should have all that power. But he does, so...
Should we make him come to us, or should we go to him?
It's called a power move. We make him come to us.
Oh. You know, like when I forced you to go on a date with me the first time?
Yes, just like
That was really funny.
Yeah.
just like that. Yeah, it's actually just kind of just like that.
Okay.
That was when I knew I liked you.
Aw, that means a lot. I'll pull out my ring. Mythos. Yeah, I'm calling you Mythos. We'd really like to see you at Tequila Sunrise, please. I'm sure you probably have been sitting in the closet listening or something. Don't be creepy.
So we cut to a series of panels on the next page. It is bodies, mangled bodies. Low-level gangs completely thrashed. Hospital beds filled with low-level villains. And we see Mythos holding the son of Baal at the top of 3M Tower, holding him over the edge, going, I guess our discussion's going to have to wait. Pressing issues. You understand.
Wait, no!
Drop him. A portal opens up underneath him before he goes splat. I'm a bit busy. Is this
Yeah. This is important.
Okay, I'll be there. I just have to round the rest of me up.
See you soon.
Cut a panel, see him back at the House of Mystery, and it's a multitude of him coming out of multiple doors and then just merging into one body. Yeah, doing two jobs at once is not easy. Julian, I really need you to figure this shit out one way or another. He nearly collapses as he picks himself back up,
And you
puts
almost
himself back
hear-
together. What?
You hear, as you fall to the ground, like almost like Julian whispering, Hal Warden Rule number 72. We don't have the luxury of days off.
Right. No days off. Picks himself up. As he pulls up, he sees the picture of the team. And Orchid was still there with him. Right. And he doesn't go the normal way. The portal to Tequila Sunrise activates, and he just emerges out of it. But it's not like a normal portal activation. There's a hint of brimstone as he comes through. Hey.
I'm reading all of this off of his body right now, and I don't say anything, but I'm just staring straight into your eyes, Mythos.
You look like shit.
Yeah.
You smell like shit too.
Yeah. Comes with the title. Anyway, I know you've been missing over at Frazzetti's. You know, things are tight. I think this is about $4,000. Just drops a briefcase. It's not like those coke dealers are gonna need it.
Well, I'm not going to say no to it because obviously I need the cash, but really?
Whoa. Hold on a second. Do you really think you just showing up after we called you with this money, thinking, not saying sorry or anything, is going to make it all better?
No, it's never gonna make it better, but I can at least make sure that bills are paid.
Trust
Nothing
me.
I say or do is gonna make things better. I saw the echo. But at the same time, I know if I didn't tell you, one of you would have died, and I couldn't have that on my conscience.
All right. That's how you feel. I mean,
You don't have to forgive me. As much as I might want it, forgiveness is in the hands of those wronged. Hell Warden Rule number 100.
all right. Look, we called you out here because
Sapphire's missing.
we all worry about him.
You should, because if he does stupid stuff like I do, he'd be picked up by the Empire. and that wouldn't end well. But fortunately, he's smarter than I am, less impetuous.
All right. Well, we need to find him.
Should be able to. Relatively easy. Got the rings. Without it being tied to the House of Secrets anymore, it should actually home easier. Right, you don't know the homing spell.
Right.
Here, it's real quick.
Spell.
You inherit things when people go missing. Relatively simple. Take your ring, turn it 4 times, focus on one of the wearers, the one that you want to find, and stand next to some sort of mirrored surface. Tap the ring to the mirrored surface, and you get a limited scry. It takes like a snapshot. Gives you at least a idea of where they might be.
All right. He gets up, walks over to like shiny surface. He turns the ring 4 times, and he focuses on Sapphire. Like he focuses hard on it, and then he taps the ring against the shiny surface.
What shiny surface would it be, Elodie? What shiny surfaces do you keep in your room, if any?
I mean, I've got a few mirrors.
Okay.
Hand mirrors, big mirrors. There's one on the ceiling. That's fun.
So I've heard.
I tap it on like a big mirror, so we all can see.
Great. Sapphire.
So, when you tap it on the mirror, you see the image of a place on the far edge of the city, somewhere where basically nobody ever goes anymore. It's a mountain called, it's like a little hill or a mountain or so called Mount Mayfield. Now, the only thing on Mount Mayfield of note is a rundown observatory that's been abandoned since the 1970s. So far, all you can see is the observatory itself for a few minutes, but then all of a sudden, the image starts to get distorted. It gets more and more and more distorted until little crystals start growing along the edges of the mirror, and then suddenly it cracks and the image just disappears.
He might be at this observatory.
Just maybe. Just
And Marvin said that with a lot of conviction. Like he put all of this in his head together. He's like, he's probably there, guys. We should go there.
that one brain cell doing work.
Look, that one brain cell is the hardest working brain cell you could ever find in this world.
His 2 hearts are my favorite thing ever.
2 hearts, 1 brain cell. That's what I'm all about.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, do you want to go get him for us, Arthur, or are you too busy?
I don't think I'm the one he needs to see. Not yet.
No, I don't think so either.
I
Okay.
think we know who has to see him.
I'm too sober for this.
Oh, by the way, when you do the follow-up thing, she likes blue roses.
Good to know.
Wait,
Also,
Elodie is going?
he-
I thought...
Be on your manners. Also, Bob really likes cigars, so if you can hit up No Names and grab one from the box that May keeps behind the bar, you can easily get past him. Take it easy, guys. I'll be in touch.
Isla immediately reaches out and grabs his hand before he can move. coming from someone who thinks they have to bear the weight of everybody else's emotions on her shoulders. I know you think you have to make all these decisions for all these different timelines, for all these different people and worlds. It's not all on you. It can't be. I know it'd probably feel great if it did.
Rule 72. No vacation days.
Yeah. What about the rule of helping your friends?
There's a lot of rules tied to friends. I'm trying to obey all of them at the same time.
I just give his hand a squeeze. Well, obviously you know where we're going to be going, so.
Yeah. She can be terrifying, but she can also be a sweetheart. Just depends on the day.
I know a woman just like that at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Very similar.
I lean over to Elodie and say, "They're talking about Yadwiga."
You should ask her about maps sometime.
Yadviga?
He just smiles.
Damn it, Arthur. I am not gonna like that ever.
No, you never will. Except for that one time. That's later.
Okay, go away.
He chuckles for the first time. As he turns and leaves, you can see that classic panel of him where there's just that one tear going down his face as he treads back into the House of Mystery using the regular way.
Guys, Arthur laughed. Are we gonna die?
I grab both Marvin's hand and Elodie's hand. I'm like, it's okay. And I just send out calming vibes. Maybe a little bit of a buzz for Elodie too. She can feel that. Let's go get our friend. And
that is better than any weed will ever be. I think I should fly solo on this one.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, there's some that I just gotta set the record straight, that's all.
You want us to wait here?
Marvin, you could probably run by No Names and grab that cigar. And
Yeah.
Isla, if you can go get some roses, blue roses.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got $4,000 now, so.
Hey,
Hey.
you gonna buy me dinner, right?
Obviously.
Hey, she kisses her on the cheek. She kisses Marvin on the cheek. And she goes to the little portal that she has set up in the corner. Because Marvin's not the only one with portals.
You're gonna portal over there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. So, Celeste has already gone to the observatory, right? Well, she's
Elodie
on her
has,
way
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, Elodie. I mean, I keep messing people's names up. Yeah, Elodie. So, as soon as Elodie gets there, nothing seems too out of the ordinary. On the actual mountain, the observatory still does look abandoned. However, as soon as she gets within a certain distance, like as soon as she gets close up enough to it, suddenly a single tremor just goes through the ground, and all of a sudden there's this voice coming from about like 2 different spots in the ground. Atlela Zale, intruder alert, intruder alert, and then two robots about the size of humans, but they're covered in like this crystalline armor, burst out of the ground and take aim toward Ellie.
Sapphire.
He can't hear you. He's like, the robots don't seem to respond to any of, her calls out to Sapphire. They just start rushing towards her.
Sapphire, can you go ahead and make me a nice little alien tech roll for these? We want to see how well
Yes,
these robots
yes,
are.
because let's see. Tech. Miss. They're not very well constructed though.
I imagine they like get off the intruder alert and they start running at Elodie. Mark potential, by the way, for that.
Yeah.
And then they just go to pieces before they even get to her.
Yeah, exactly. They just sort of like intruder alert.
Like she's squaring up
And
and
then
ready
just
to go,
fall
and then
I said,
okay.
so once the robots fall, that's when things start happening to the observatory itself. Crystals start growing all around the observatory and start covering over the outside of it, as if to like sort of coat the whole thing in like a shell of some sort.
Right. What would I have to do to get in before that stuff closes?
What would you like to do to try and get in before it closes?
Yeah.
She can do that. Like, I don't know. But what would she roll to do?
Yeah, what would you like to do? How are you trying to get in?
Oh.
It would probably be an unleash my powers, I would think, because I would probably be like shape-shifting to make myself fast.
Okay, yeah. Let's go with that.
Freak time, baby.
Get that freak on.
Hey.
A full hit with the 11 means you do what you want, and you want what you do.
Zoop.
So yeah, you just like streamline your form and just pop in before it closes up.
Like I imagine it almost closes on my leg, and I make my leg like paper thin.
Yeah.
Nice. Like you waggle it back out as you walk in. What does it look like inside?
So the inside of the building, even though the outside looked normal until the crystal showed up, the inside of the building is completely changed. Imagine something like a combination of, okay, let's say if you took H.R. Geiger and just made it like crystal, like this sort of fantasy crystal type version of H.R. Geiger, it would be something like that on the inside. All this alien machinery made out of weird tubes and crystals and stuff just all over the walls and everything. Even like the outside of the building, even from here you can see that like the outside of the building looking normal was actually an illusion created by some other type of machine inside of this place. Fortunately, there aren't any robots here that'll attack you, though. It's just eerily quiet, except for like the hum of the devices all over.
I hear the tinkling of crystals growing
Yes, exactly.
in the background also.
And there is a stairway leading up to the top of the observatory, by the way, the place where this telescope is.
I've seen mood boards that look like this, like witch core and stuff. Huh. Okay. Sapphire.
So there, when she calls out, it's quiet for a little while, and then you hear some clattering from upstairs. And then Suddenly, Sapphire comes running downstairs, and he is looking a bit worse for the wear. He has a beard now. It's made out of crystals, and he's got this look in his eyes, and he's holding like this crystal staff thing, and he's like, Elodie? Wait, hold it right there. Hold it right there. I'm on to you. And he like points the crystal in her direction, and it lets out this little zzz, like this little scanning beam thing that sort of sweeps over her up and down. Like, zzz, whoosh. It really is you. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
why
above.
wouldn't it be me?
I'm so glad to see you. And he runs up to her and just gives her like this big hug. Like, Melody.
Pointy.
like, oh yeah, sorry, I gotta.
I'm
do
Flesh,
something.
remember?
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta do something about. He just like sort of shape shifts the beard away.
No, I liked it.
Oh, okay. And it just grows
cute.
right back.
It's cute. I like it. So what's got you out here looking like a crystalline version of the Hermit card from Tarot?
They're on to me, Elodie. The Lithians, the Empire. They're after me. They tried to get me. I barely escaped.
Yeah, and Arthur chased them off.
Well, he chased some of them off, but they don't. But that's the thing about the Empire. They do not stop. They don't stop until they get what they want, and it's only a matter of time.
Slow down. Okay, I don't think he told you the entirety of the deal he made. As long as you're here, they're not going to come for you. You're safe here.
They're not?
They're not. Did he not tell you? Oh my God, Arthur.
He might. I don't know. I mean, I didn't stick around long enough for him to. I just got scared and I ran.
It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared.
Well, I guess on the bright side, we do have a super-powered telescope that may or may not work for detecting extraterrestrial threats. I don't know. I kind of rushed when I put this whole place together, so it might not be of the best quality.
It's all right. I mean, it's something. Look, we need to have a talk.
Oh, right. So, what's going on? Is everything all right? I haven't seen you guys in, well, it hasn't been that long.
It's been a couple days. I've been chilling at Tequila Sunset with Marvin and Isla. We've been talking about things.
Oh, yeah, I remember that place.
Look, I haven't been exactly... Why is this so fucking difficult? I love you too.
You do? Even after, everything you said?
Yeah. I said that shit because I love you. And because I don't want you to get hurt when I disappear.
Look, Elodie, I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure that you don't disappear.
That's the thing, dude. That's the thing you really don't get. Okay? Sure. Let's say we find the loophole. Best case scenario, we find the loophole. I get out of my contract. I'm free. That buys me, what? Half a century? 70 years if I'm really lucky?
Well, yeah, but that's that's the whole point. I mean, I understand that, humans, they don't last forever, unfortunately, but it's not that I never intended, I never expected, to be with you forever. Like, I just wanted as much time with you as I could have,
And what if as much time as you can have is the next week or so? What if that's all you get? What if I get out of my loophole and I get hit by a car, or I get swallowed by some monstrous creature in the depths of hell? What if the most time you get is a year? What if the most time you get is a month?
Well, if that happens, at least I can't say I didn't try.
You're out here acting like it's the end of the world if I die. It's not.
It's not, but the world is a much better place with you in it.
I have a hard time believing that sometimes.
I can relate. I mean, where I come from, nobody respected me. Nobody really thought that I measured up to the certain standard that I was expected to meet. But, sometimes, people, they make you feel a certain way that'll make you start to feel that you're not worthy, like not worthy of any love or any respect, and just sort of sits down like on this little ledge like next to her. But that's just some people. I mean, I never felt like I belonged anywhere until I came here to Earth and met you and and Mythos and Asar and all of them. They're more of a family to me than the people who created me. And to the people of the Empire, they probably wouldn't make that much of a difference if I was gone, aside from an example of what happens when you defy the diamonds or whatever. But to you guys, at least I hope, that you guys care enough about me to for it to make a difference. And it feels the same way to you. I mean, I don't care how many people told you that they don't like being around you, or whatever it was that made you say that it's difficult for you to believe what I'm telling you right now. But to me, it's the truth. I love you, Elodie, and I just want you to be happy for as long as you can. Even if it's not with me, that's fine.
You're all right with sharing me, right? Because there's kind of this whole thing with me and Isla and Marvin now, and I just
yeah,
I'm sure you're all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about this sort of thing. Humans have several different types of mating rituals, and he pulls out this little hologram.
It's okay. We don't need the diagrams. We don't need my eyes.
Right. Sorry.
You're so badly drawn. Okay, look. Okay, just I need you to promise me that you're gonna be okay. If this doesn't work out, if I'm gone tomorrow, I need you to promise me that you're not gonna blow up. Or blow up the Earth. One of the two, or both.
I promise. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything to this planet or anything. I mean, I'm here to stay. I love this place. I'm not gonna blow it up for anything. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're worried about people blowing up the Earth, it's those other guys. They're the ones I'll tell you more about it on the way. And but there's got to be a reason why you were looking for me, though. What's going on?
You ever been to Fairy?
No, but
You wanna
I've
go?
heard of it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Hey, isn't your boss from Fairy that guy who's threatening you?
Yeah. It's not even so much a threat. It's a promise at this point.
Yeah.
Look, just follow our lead. Don't eat anything. Please don't eat anything.
It'll probably be tempting, but I will take your word for it.
Can I get you to promise me to please keep your mouth shut? The manners there are very difficult to navigate, and you barely navigate Earth manners sometimes.
Right.
Okay. She grabs him by the face and she kisses him.
And
Wait.
he just
And before that happens, right before your lips meet, the crystals at the entrance bust down, and in swoops none other than Soul Brother.
Hey, it's that guy I've seen on the magazines and on TV and
All right,
Stop.
Christahedronin. Christahedron's not here. He looks over
no,
and he sees
it's
you two.
just me. Hi, I'm Sapphire
Oh, Marvin's
Series.
not gonna believe this.
You did this? You did all this?
Mr. Soul Brother, sir, I'm really sorry. He's just going through a phase. It's fine. We'll get it cleaned up. I'm really sorry. I'm a huge fan, by the way. My friend's a huge fan. Can I get an autograph?
He looks slightly befuddled. You can fix this, right?
Yes, we can fix this. I promise we'll fix this. We got some business in Fairy first. It's fine.
Well, it depends on your definition of fix. The observatory was broken when I got to it, but now it works at like about 100 times its original capacity. It can now detect any type of extraterrestrial threat coming down in the atmosphere. So, I mean, if you don't want it that way, I can dismantle it, but it's up to you. Oh, wait,
No.
do you own this place?
Is the
If so, I'm sorry.
Is the crystalline matter gonna grow?
It shouldn't. It's going to. It should only like stay where it is now. It's part of the machinery. Like, check it out. And he like takes off one of the crystals off the wall, and inside the crystal, you can see like these what look like three-dimensional like circuit board patterns that are like in the crystals themselves. And like, see, this is sort of like how it works. It's some technology from my home planet. Yeah, I mean, you can like get some of your friends to come over here and check it out if you want. But I promise you, it's not going to cause any harm. If anything, it'll help, protect this place a little bit better. Because the other day, we got some visitors, some really hostile visitors that tried to catch me and kill me. And I just built this to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's not really cool. You made this, and he's looking it over, like very fascinated, appreciative, really, of kind of the workmanship that you put in on this.
Elodie has shapeshifted literal stars into her eyes.
Okay, here's how this is gonna work. I'll sign you a couple autographs. You're gonna head out of here, and we'll probably use this if something goes weird or wonky. We'll give you a call.
Awesome.
And that'll be that. And don't go making any more of this stuff without talking to somebody first, okay?
Got it. And by the way, I just wanted to say I'm also a really big fan. My friend Marvin won't stop talking about you. And yeah, you're awesome.
Right. Okay.
Oh, also, could you give me an extra autograph for him?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Do you have like
Thanks.
glossies on you or something, or something for me to sign, or?
Uh,
Jacket. I got a Sharpie, I think.
Hold on. And his finger like
I've
glows,
got this crystal.
and he just and signs it in on the jacket, just sears it in.
Like I've got this crystal. You can sort of sign this, and it's like he like makes it into like a little, almost like a little crystal disc type thing, like one of those like award things. Like,
Mm-hmm. And who am I making this one out to?
Marvin.
All right. Well, you enjoy. Get back to your friend Marvin, and like I said, just be more careful next time, because, like, if somebody in the military or one of those other less than nice supers had caught this could have been way nastier.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of panicked. Wasn't thinking too straight, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. We can go now. How do we get home? We gotta get home. Let's just fly. Can we fly? Let's fly.
Yeah, my ship is in the back.
Oh my god, we got cock blocked by Soul Brother.
I know.
And so you're able to head off. So, Elodie, I want you to up your mundane and drop your freak. Sapphire, I want you to drop your danger and I think up your mundane as well.
Got it.
And you're just gonna take the ship back to
Yeah.
Tequila Sunrise. And so, yeah, you probably make your way back without much other incident, other than possibly hearing some radio chatter of the city getting buzzed by a spaceship.
Yeah. So, like, when we get back to Tequila Sunset, Sapphire is just like, "Hey, Marvin."
Oh, Marvin isn't there. He actually he left to go get the cigars.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, who comes back first? Isla or Marvin?
When Marvin goes to No Name to pick up the cigars, he actually is looking for his mom when he gets there to see if she's working right now.
Yeah. May's probably like getting the bar ready to open up when you come in.
Hey mom, you are busy. I just need a favor, quick favor, if you know.
What kind of favor are you looking for?
No, we just need some cigars to, I don't know, it sounds like to like butter up the doorman at some the Feywilds or something. I don't know, something like that.
You're not smoking, right? You best not be smoking.
No, Mom, I'm not smoking. I'm not smoking. Plus, do you think smoking could really bother me? I mean, can smoking bother me?
The human form is just so fragile.
I mean, Mom,
you can't even breathe fire without searing your lungs.
Yeah, actually, can I ask you something?
All right, yeah, sure, might as well.
So, I had a talk with someone about, who I am, and I found out that I'm not human.
You could fool me.
Well, no, I mean, me too. I could have fooled me too, but I mean, I found I'm not human. Like, I'm something called like a hybrid. And the way they explained it was that, like, I was, like, what they wanted when they made a hybrid. But they couldn't tell me what a hybrid is. So it's like, am I like, I mean, even I know I'm not, so I'm not human, but like, what does that even make me then? Am I a monster then? Because I mean, that's what I basically am, right? I'm a monster. I mean, I'm not human. I'm definitely not a dragon. I'm not like whatever else comes through the doors of this bar all the time. It's like, what am I?
You are Marvin, and you're my son. I don't care if you're a monster from whatever outer plane. I don't care if they're lying through their damn teeth and you're just a normal ass person who can do some extraordinary things. You are my son, and I care about you. And you don't need to worry about where you come from. What matters is that you're here now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. It's just really heavy, It's just, I was thinking I was, human all this time, and suddenly I find out I'm not.
And what would change if you weren't human?
I don't know.
I don't think a lot would change. I think you'd still be working the door. I think you'd still be out there helping people in the way you can. I think you'd probably still be seeing that nice girl.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how
you're
is that
right.
different?
I guess there really isn't much difference, huh?
No. No, there isn't.
I just need to find out, though. I need to know, though. Like, what I am, though. It's like, all he told me is that I'm what they wanted. But the only people who know what exactly I was intended to be are the people who are coming after me all the time. And the only way I can get answers is if I go back to them.
If you want to go back to him, I certainly wouldn't stop you, but do it on your terms. Make sure you can come back home. And if they won't give you those answers, well, you just let me know. We'll raise hell.
Thanks, Mom. I mean, honestly, you're the last people I would want them to have their sights on.
You know how many Dragon Slayers I've cooked over the years, boy?
Probably a lot.
So many, it's not even funny. Last time, there was this trench coat looking mother that rides in and she goes on.
Can you? Oh, she's telling her stories. I go look around. I like move behind the bar and I look for like the spare cigars behind the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to find them. These ones are particularly sweet smelling. Black as night.
I take the cigars and I put them in my pocket. I'm like, okay, Mom, yeah, you know what? I gotta go. I love you, Mom. I kiss her on the cheek. I gotta go take care of this.
You're gonna be hearing the rest of the story later. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know, but I just gotta get bye. I love you. And I close the door.
she goes back to prepping some glasses for the night ahead. Isla, is there anything interesting that happens to you on the way to the flower shop or back again, or you just come on back in?
No, I stash most of the cash in the suitcase that Arthur left in the loft at Tequila Sunrise, and I just take like a wad of it. I go get a really pretty bouquet of blue roses, but I also pick up one of those street shops where the vendors like 2 for $10 for the necklaces. I'm gonna get a little mood ring, and I'll get back to the loft. And are they there yet?
You probably get there like right before they do. I feel like.
Okay, so I just make my way up to the loft, and I kind of just set the mood ring like on. I'm assuming, is there like a little coffee table in the middle of the room?
That sound about right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just set it like right next to the couch or whatever, and just have it facing in that direction. And I'll go sit along the wall on the opposite side and just wait for them to get there.
All right. So, Elodie and Sirius come rolling back through.
Oh, hey, you're already here. Cool.
Yeah, I got the roses. Blue, right? I was supposed to get blue.
Yep, blue roses. Cool. Awesome. Those look really good, actually. Wow. Damn. I almost wish you got me something.
I just kind of like.
Oh, honey. You know those things don't actually work, right?
Well, nothing works on you. I figured this would be a first try.
Fair enough. I mean, at least you got me something. Sure, why not?
This is my way of trying to read you from now on.
Okay.
If you want, I can try to. Forget it.
Did you guys have a nice talk?
Yeah,
You had a nice talk, didn't you?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, no, you'll never. Marvin's gonna lose.
Oh,
it.
right. We gotta find
got
Marvin.
cock-blocked by Soul Brother.
We got his
Went to kiss him,
autograph.
and Soul Brother just comes through the. Oh, it was nuts.
You could tell something happened because Sapphire was just glowing with this intensity that I could not put my finger on, and I was really hoping for some awkward details. So,
Unfortunately, not yet.
oh, okay.
And it's a couple minutes later that Marvin comes back.
Yeah, I sit like I come walking in. I say, "All right, I got cigars," and I pull out like the cigars from my pocket. I like look at it, both three of them. Like, why all three of you smiling like that?
Marvin, you're not gonna believe who we saw out at the observatory today.
Who'd you see?
And he just like takes out the little crystal slate with Soul Brother's autograph on it. Look!
You met Soul Brother?
Yes! Soul Brother! I got another one for you too.
No,
Like,
it's even better. We got cock blocked by Soul Brother.
Yes!
Soul Brother!
Yeah, he thought I was a villain and he tried to stop my plan.
We got an autograph for you. It's okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh man! Oh god! I got Soul Brothers autograph. Oh my head! So did you like say my name to him?
Yeah, like three
yeah.
times.
Soul Brother knows my name.
Yeah.
I need a second.
It's on the autograph.
I need a second.
Breathe, babe, breathe. Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Oh, guys, you gotta make a promise to me. Guys.
Okay.
I can never meet him. No, you don't understand. I can't. You can't disappoint an autograph. All right. So I cannot meet Soul Brother. Just promise me, you guys. I can never meet Soul Brother. But promise me!
Sure.
You will never meet
I guess.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
You're adorable when you're fanboy.
I cannot.
All right. So anyway, I got this. I got the cigars. I put them on the table, and I excuse myself over to the side. Oh my God, super this autograph. Gonna put it someplace in my pocket. No, I'll break it if I put it in my pocket. Just gonna leave it on the table here for now. Perfect. All right, let's go do this.
I just like rub his arm for a second. I'm like, you're so adorable. Okay.
So
Where? How do we get there?
There's an alley. I'm gonna change jackets real quick.
Okay. Fair enough.
Whew. Yeah, there's an alley. Come on, let's go.
So you head to the alley. The alley is a normal alley. It is currently a normal alley. You start walking through the alley. It remains a normal alley.
Okay, this is weird. Normally it's changed by now.
You think this might not be the right place?
No, I'm sure this is the right place. Like, when Elodie walked up to this alley, there was like a moment where she like stopped in front of it and like she looked really serious. No, I'm sure this is the place. Maybe
Maybe
it's
they moved it.
closed right now.
Hey, we got your cigars, and I hold up the 2 cigars.
I'll just hold up the flowers. Yeah?
No change.
Oh. It was a good try, babe. I followed your lead.
You know we're gonna have to call him.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
looks
we're being
like it.
honest, though, I kind of want him to come with us anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if we go in there without somebody who, is, an expert in this kind of stuff, we'll end up lost or killed. Especially if we're dealing with Fae. I've heard some really nasty stories about them. And he pulls up another holographic diagram again.
Yeah, it's I know. Diagrams, yes.
All right, hold on. Speaking of I pull the ring out. Hold on with face. Hey, I know you can hear this. You're probably doing something right now. I don't know what you're doing right now. Look, listen, jerk. We need help getting into the Fey world. You're the only one who knows how to get there. And we need your help. Some.
We see a panel right now, like Mythos is behind some crates getting shot at. He just turns around with this wand in his hands. There's just like a giant bolt of lightning shoots from this wand and nearly blows out of his hand. Sure, I could be a tour guide right now.
Get him, Scampy!
And just grabs the cloak, finds a shadow, barrels into it.
Right before this giant prawn comes barreling through.
And he comes from behind you guys through a shadow, just looking ragged. Like there's claw marks on the cloak, and there's like the bandana looks like it's got like some sort of like seafood dish has soaked into it.
Got a little bit of tartar sauce right there. He like takes his pinky, dips it into it. Could have used less vinegar.
No. Something wrong with
Not wrong. Just look. Took a consensus vote. And if we're going into this place, we need the help of the person that knows all about it.
Okay.
But look, you're on thin ice right now, all right? So don't think nothing has changed just because we're asking you for help.
Fair.
And I pat him on the back real hard. In like Marvin's usual way of like, this is how I show affection to my friends.
Your hand comes away a little bloody.
I'm not used to. Wait. Is this your blood?
Might be previous me.
Ah,
I don't know.
dude.
Hey, someone has to stop things in the meantime. Not all of us get breaks to be moody. And he goes over to where the portal should be.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's closed.
consequences.
Oh no, this isn't consequences. This portal's just closed today. It's because of the deals.
Wrong time. Just taps on it a little bit. Talk to you later. Okay. Want some ice cream before we go and deal with the darkest court within the Feywild?
Sure. Is it just like, they're not open till 5 or something?
Contracts. Besides, I could use a good chocolate cone right now. Sloan's is essentially a universal portal. Though, please don't tell the owner that.
All right.
The marketing
All
will
right.
get weird if
Sounds
you do.
good.
Let's get some ice cream.
Isla will walk behind Arthur and just have her hand on his back for a minute to try and soothe some of that exhaustion, fatigue, and bloody mess.
Thanks. And we have we turn the page. It's just a giant panel of them interior Sloans, all with ice cream cones, and all heading off to the Feywild through the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Bathrooms are magical places.
Marvin has 2.
So one strawberry, we know. What's the other one?
The other one is chocolate.
Keep it simple.
He's a very basic ice cream flavor kind of guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
You guys got the flowers and the cigars, right?
Yep, got cigars right here.
Good. It means I don't have to wrestle Bob.
Have you done that before?
Wait, who's Bob?
That's Bob.
What brings you to the land of winter, little ones?
I am their guide as they seek an audience with her dark majesty. Also, we brought you cigars.
I look at the cigars. I look at Bob. I lean over to Mythos like, I really haven't hit anyone in like 2 days.
Dude, on the way out, sure, Weigh in? No.
I walk up to Bob and I give him the cigars.
Children's laughter, wrapped in blackthorn. How did you know?
I mean, luck guess, but I mean, they're from my mom's secret stash. She doesn't know that I know about them. She probably does know though, but hey.
Your mother, she is May, yes?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hello.
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know my mom?
And he snaps his fingers, and basically they're like little stones, and they spark and light the cigar. If you have time for the tale, she will tell you. Go, go.
I'm gonna hit him on my way back, and he heads onward.
I just make sure Marvin keeps walking.
It's like every time as I'm walking, I'm like constantly looking back at him and doing this.
He just laughs and is just having a
Hell
good
Warden rule number 153. Don't tell the norms about all of everybody's secret liaisons in heavy air quotes.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while this whole thing is going on, as soon as Bob showed up, Sapphire just went and hid somewhere until he realized that he wasn't another Lithian.
Melody's dragging him along by the wrist.
Yeah.
She's got her jacket pulled closed because it's cold.
It is bitterly cold, and Elodie, you have never felt so cold in all your livelong days except the last time you were here.
Yeah, like everyone's like breath is frosting over, and as they get to this lovely little cottage, nothing is as it seems. Be polite. Think twice before answering questions. Stress that one. And don't agree to anything. Act as though I'm your lawyer.
And as you walk in, Mythos, one thing that is different from the normal outside the cottage, there is one tree with leaves still on it. They are in autumn colors.
He looks at that. He grits his teeth. There's just this panel of him gritting his teeth as he opens the door. And there's just this little bar. Oh, crap. As he opens the door.
You open the door, and inside the cottage is a full-blown, great, grand hall of a palace of ice.
Oh. Okay.
There are several groups of Fae mingling and talking. You see maybe one or two other humans. They are serving.
Quick question. Before I actually step in, can I unleash my powers to see if I can transform into a form that basically looks like one of the Fae?
You can try. Absolutely. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Let's see. That's a hit.
That is a hit with a 9. So on the 9, it will be temporary.
Right.
Basically, at a time where it's probably going to be inconvenient is when it will drop. You're not sure when, though.
Yeah, of course. But Sapphire doesn't know that he thinks he can keep it going for longer than it
Of course
actually
you can.
will.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Like, don't worry, guys. I've got this I've got an idea. Suddenly, like, transforms into like
Oh,
what
please
looks
don't.
like this. What's the harm? I mean, if anything bad happens, I can like sort of bail you out, right?
No.
Sapphire, all right, I'm saying this as a friend. I'm saying this as a friend, all right? Don't forget this. I'm saying this as a friend. My friend, I love you. But your acting sucks.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that it.
There's no, it's not good.
Like,
Like, I respect you and I love you as my friend, but it's not good.
Okay,
You can
okay. Here's the thing.
Okay, fine.
He's
You know what?
already done
I'll
it.
do what Elodie told me to do last time. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll just, as a matter of fact, I like. Is there any like particular type of fae that is known to like have no mouth or something like that and doesn't speak?
The Fae are a naturally talkative bunch.
True. That's not gonna work. That was those other creatures from the other planet. I'm thinking about crap. Yeah, maybe this
Hell
wasn't such a
Warden
great
rule number
idea.
3. You will make mistakes.
Just don't say anything
Right.
unless Arthur tells you to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Arthur is your mouth box.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good
Arthur,
one.
you're a
Yeah,
ventriloquist, right?
Arthur, I remember reading this one human book, Cyrano de Bergerac. This one guy who
Yeah.
so you just let me know what to say and I'll say it.
And
It's
the
a
rest of
foolproof
us,
plan.
are your servants. We're here to help you.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
This is a bad idea.
Well, I'm nobody.
Yeah,
I'm no,
it's an
I am
awful
no
idea,
one's.
but-
Hold on, I am no one's servant. I mean, I'm
like I say, you guys are like honored guests of the Winter Court or whatever.
And as they're discussing this at like the edge of the hall, because he already has the door open,
Yeah.
Mhm.
there is just this panel where like groups of the Fae are staring at them. Mythos' back is turned. And he goes, there's just this thought bubble. So this is what it means to hold the title. Just gives them all like, and then straight, he has never stood this straight in his life. Turns about on his heel. You're not my servants. You're my team. And he walks forward.
Okay.
Where is Mythos
What do you
going?
do that?
Or where is he headed to?
He is going to ignore anyone who tries to stop him. He is headed to the throne.
I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna
Yeah,
straighten
follow
up
right
after him,
and
yeah.
just walk with purpose.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
alongside him.
Isla's taken up the rear. She's super hesitant, but she's following suit.
No.
Okay.
I love the rolls from
Marvin, there's a
What?
slight touch on your elbow. Order, sir?
Oh, what you got?
Marvin.
He's like,
And there are several little, very well crafted small plate items.
Hey guys, they got pigs in a blanket over here.
Marvin, don't.
Marvin, don't eat it. You know what happens. You know what help of what
Pigs in a
Mythos just
blanket,
said.
guys.
Marvin.
Isla kind of runs up. She's like, "Oh my gosh, these look so great. And she's gonna try to attempt a little sleight of hand to make it look like she eats one. And just like slides it down her sleeve.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know what
I
that would
like
be, but you tell me to do that.
Yeah, no. Let's see.
And I'm like
Roll
eating
me-
some, like quote unquote, eating some like hard like constructs that look like hors d'oeuvres.
Give me a freak roll for this.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I don't like this.
Okay.
That's 9. So you managed to kind of. Oh.
Oh, so good. So good, babe. You would like this, but remember, you're lactose intolerant and this has cheese in it. Keep on walking. Thank you, sir. So good.
And they turn away. I'm not worth thanks. No, don't thank me. Don't thank me. Please don't thank me. No, thank you.
Okay, then. I don't like this place.
I don't like this place.
Or either.
Hey, buddy. Is that normal here?
Roll 10. You warn them before they go in.
Do not eat anything.
I cannot hold your hand right now.
All right.
There are several
just-
murmurs as you walk past.
As we're walking, I just Shawshank Redemption it down my pant leg so it falls out eventually.
Okay.
Saying is, if they got those little tiny mini hamburgers, it's a wrap for you guys. I'm gonna be stuck here in the Feywild. I keep on walking with them.
You managed to deflect several other attempts at conversation. Very, very carefully and very much by the skin of your teeth. When you reach the foot of the throne, you see there is a figure one step down from the throne who has been engaged in avid conversation with the queen. Elodie, Periwinkle J. Gentles Esquire is here.
Oh. Forgive me.
This wasn't the ideal situation.
Yeah, and as soon as Sapphire sees him, he's just
No.
glaring at him.
So you see, my queen, it would be most beneficial. Oh, it appears you have more guests. I did not know you were expecting them. And the queen sits up in her throne and looks down as you feel the full force of the winter weigh on you ever so heavily. Mythos. Feels like it has been far too long since you've been in my halls, yet far too soon.
Deep, deep bow. I know about the paradox, my lady. But times are strained, and times are strange. These good gentles seek an audience. I am their guide, and nothing more.
Very well, good guide. You have done well. Have they brought a proper obeisance?
Flowers.
Isla just kind of bows slightly and holds the roses out. Your Highness?
Majesty.
Majesty?
You feel a flick of wind whip past you, Isla. Periwinkle nods and scuttles down the steps and picks them up. And
For you.
brings them back up with a similar deep kneel. The queen takes them up. The flowers that bloom in winter are those built to survive adversity. Many things can survive in the winter, and many cannot. Why do you come before my throne?
Just looks at Elodie. Your show now.
She steps forward and bows as deeply as Mythos did, a little bit deeper, and then stands up. Your Majesty, I seek information that I believe that only you might be able to grant.
You smell of rot and death, child. You bring more autumn into my halls. And Periwinkle glances between the two of you. Apologies, my queen. I did not realize she would be... She raises a hand, and he falls silent as the grave. What information do you seek at the heart of winter, small child of autumn?
I need to know the true nature of the Black Knight. I need to know what is beneath his armor.
The court bursts into murmurs and yells and fervid whispers. There is a wind that howls through the room, and all falls silent. Elodie, it is cold, so very cold in here. I need you to take a powerful blow. And of all the times to get the full hit, how must... What would you like to do here, Elodie? Because you have a choice. You can remove yourself, you can lose control of yourself, your powers in a terrible way, or you can choose some of the other options from the list.
I'm going to lose control.
What does this look like when Elodie loses control?
She's cold. She's very cold, and she doesn't want to be cold anymore, and she closes her eyes, and she just starts to mutter under her breath, no, it's not supposed to go like this. No. And she starts screaming, just screaming. And these waves come off of her, and she starts, like, rapidly shifting through various forms. Mm-hmm. And she's shifting through all the warm colors of autumn. Browns and yellows and reds and oranges. And she starts shedding some leaves, weirdly enough.
Mab stands. You come into my court, and you ask for knowledge, as if it is yours to take. And why would I give this to you, O child of autumn, when it was not given to you by those who stand before you?
I don't know. It was a bad idea to come here. I'm sorry.
But you are here now, little leaf. You have asked to be here, and so you shall be. And you have brought many into my court. What do they think to presume of me in my place?
Isla puts herself between Elodie and Mab, and she kind of holds her hand out. She's like, Your Majesty, we meant no offense. We are here for her because we know of you and your power and your knowledge and your strength. All we did was come here out of respect. And we will leave that way too if you wish us to.
Is there anything you wish to do otherwise at this point, Isla?
I'm holding my hand behind me to Elodie, and I'm using my power hopefully to calm her down. Because she's losing control and we can't have that.
Okay. You're going to need to unleash your powers to do that, to be able to bring her back.
God, okay.
'Cause
let's do this. Okay.
So what are you drawing on to make this work?
When I'm holding her hand and my other hand is out towards Mab, all Isla is thinking about is how she cares for Elodie and how much Marvin and Sapphire care for Elodie and how much Arthur wants us all to be together. And she's just pulling in those waves of friendship and love and team. And she's kind of just holding Elodie in like a cocoon of all those feelings. And she's taking any uncertainty out of Elodie and taking it into herself.
The wind howls and batters. Elodie, you don't feel quite as out of control as before. But Isla, you are facing the queen. You show respect in the face of the storm. You may stay for a time. What of you? As she turns and looks to Marvin and Sapphire.
We are simply here to well, at least I am simply here to you see, and he's just basically sort of stammering over his words because he's still shaken up by that whole scene, and keep in mind he is still in disguise at this point. So You know, as a matter of fact, that's probably the point at which his disguise might drop.
Yeah, because the wind is still blowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's pointed at
once
you.
because once that happens, it just sort of fizzles out, and he like goes back to his normal form. He's like, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. We didn't mean any offense. We just came here because we had nowhere else to turn. I'm sure you understand. And he, bows as deeply as the others did.
I put my hand on Sapphire's shoulders and I walk up to the queen. You know what? Mama has told me to respect women because they're 10 times stronger than any of us could ever be. You right now, you're probably the most powerful woman I've ever met, next to my mom, and I have ever met. So I'm respecting you. I don't like you, but I respect you. You just came here just to get some information. I mean, you're being kind of a jerk about it, but still respecting you here in your court. And as long as I stand here, and as long as you let me stay here, I will respect you. Majesty, Highness, I don't know. And he just nods to her in a respect kind of way.
Marvin, roll me superior.
Oh boy. Yeah. I would like to use a move.
Go on.
It is the move. You got ahead, don't you? So instead of, if I provoke someone, instead of superior, I can roll danger.
So are you trying to provoke Mab?
I don't think provoking Mab is a good idea.
Because that's the thing is, in Marvin's way of thinking, he respects power he respects power. And he's trying to see what is this power that she has.
So are you trying to get her to display the power then? At that point?
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, then I could call that a provocation, if that's what you're trying to do. And then yeah, we can do that.
So like I would say he words it like this, that he says, because right now, seems to me, I respect you, but I don't see a reason why I should bow to you. Because all I see, you say you call yourself this big winter storm and everything. I'm just seeing a lot of wind being blown and some flurries.
A slight breeze.
Well then, let's see what's going on. Oh, and thank you very much. Who's that?
Badass.
And so, how does this one work?
So it's basically when I'm provoking someone with obvious threats and show of force, I roll danger instead of superior.
Got it. So you want a demonstration of her power?
Yeah, like he's goading her he's goading her as a sense of, if I will respect you if you can show me what you do. And in his mind, he's going to stand up as strong as he can against it, because that's how his brain works. It's like, I punch you, you punch me back, kind of thing.
And she locks eyes with you, Marvin, and you fall over dead. as the chill of winter pierces your heart.
Isla screams bloody murder and runs over to Marvin.
Yeah, Sapphire runs over to him. I'm like, Marvin, no!
Does the second heart kick in?
Both hearts have stopped.
All right.
How dare you?
Wait.
How dare I? In my house, I am insulted so.
Wait.
I could snuff him as I like. And just as easily, she swoops down from off her dais and is kneeling down next to Marvin. And she ever so lightly plants a cold, cold kiss upon his lips. And Marvin, you take a breath.
Wow.
I can give it back. And she slowly slides back. Would you presume any further?
Oh, I respect you. I respect you and what you can do. And that is when he bows.
Isla kind of under her breath, but not really trying to hide it, says, that's the only one you get. And she stays in front of Marvin the entire time.
Sapphire's basically got like this 1,000-yard stare.
If your only wish is to provide sport, I think that is all you've done here. What else can you offer me?
Man. What else is there, right? Look, I get it. You run all this stuff. You run this House of Winter. I mean, we'd offered our fealty towards you. Kinda. I mean, we bowed, whatever. We've bowed towards you. We showed that we respect you and your court and your status of power. I mean, look what you did to our pal here. And he rests his hands on Elodie's shoulders and gives them a squeeze. I get it that if we insulted you or something, but we really need to know this. Please. If you can give us a shred of it, just something, we'll leave.
And what if I do not want you to leave?
I invoke rite of passage.
So asked, so given. What else can you offer me?
If I promise to give you something, will you give us everything we need for Elodie?
And Periwinkle goes to open his mouth, and it is iced shut. What would you give me, child?
I need a knife.
I pull out a switchblade.
Like several knives come out.
Both Arthur and Marvin just like pull out huge Bowie knives.
Isla, I think I know what you're getting ready to try and do. Don't do it.
I grab Well, whoever hands it to me first, because I just reach back for one. And I slowly take steps towards her, and I slice my arm.
Oh no.
I offer my blood.
Oh.
Sapphire just face palms.
She's
My-
immediately down right there. You give of this freely. The blood of your line.
You'd be surprised how strong my lineage is.
She touches it, and it dances across her fingers. Oh. Oh, there is power here. Oh, child. You have
That's
given-
why you only get one. Will you give us what we need?
I will give you what you need.
Start wrapping up my arm again.
And it forms a little intricate sculpture in her hand of you, Isla. A crimson duel. And she presses her hand down, and it's gone. You wish for the Black Knight. The Black Knight. I'm surprised you did not think to ask of such a thing. She writes intricately on a scroll. He is currently in the process of helping bring about the resurrection of my grandson. It is very useful.
And who is
It's all
this?
part of his destiny that he must fulfill. Part of what he has wished to do for quite some time. And unabated, I would very much like to see him succeed. However, a deal is a deal. She rolls the scroll up, and she hands it to you. That should give you what you need.
I bow. Thank you. And I just back away without
And
losing
you
eye
get
contact.
blown backwards. You thank me in my house? Like I am some lowly servant. Do not presume this of me. Be gone.
Deep bow, turns about face.
And Sapphire bows and leaves as quickly as possible.
As
I
the wind rises and the snow starts to swirl around you.
bow and I pick up Elodie in my arms and I like carry her out.
I don't leave right away. I wait for all of them to leave. And as they do, I whip out my wings.
The wind bites and batters your wings. The snow and sleet slice at your face. I need you to take a powerful blow for me, Isla.
Okay.
That is an 8. So, you choose one. You either lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm gonna lash out verbally.
At who? It's gotta be a teammate, don't forget.
It's gotta be a teammate.
It has to be a teammate.
Yeah, I'll turn around to Arthur. You think you're the only one who's worthy of this power. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to keep these secrets. I come from a line of strong, powerful women built on a world on destruction who's been wiped off the map over and over and over again. We lived in a world where men were dead because of every war, after every year, after every season. So we did what we had to do. Don't presume to control me anymore.
Inflicting a condition, I take it?
Sure.
If you still have influence.
I still have influence over him, I think.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Oof. What are we thinking on that one? Which condition are we taking for that?
Either guilty or hopeless for him, I'm thinking.
Yeah, guilty makes sense.
I already
Yeah.
have guilty mark.
Mythos
Hopeless
might
it
as well
is.
have guilty perpetually marked at this point, but
Yeah.
I will mark hopeless.
yeah.
Okay.
And the door to the cottage slams shut as you leave.
And with that expenditure of influence, Hussar doesn't have influence over Arthur anymore.
Sounds good.
Outside, the snow is somewhat melted. The trees have more leaves on them. But they are still dead.
I walk the scroll over to Elodie and I just hand it to her. This is for you. I'm here for you. You tell me what you need.
Sorry.
For what? This is not your fault.
Yes, it is.
No. I don't believe that. You made choices like we all did. But we're here together for a reason. And not because someone decided to put it that way, but because we came together. Because we love each other. And we're not going to leave each other. For any reason. I would do the same for anyone in this group. Anyone of their family, anyone that they loved. And I look directly at Arthur. I would. Because I choose to.
I know. There's a panel of the fight between Party Crasher and the Black Knight. Hussars run through with the sword, defending Elodie. I know.
I'm sure you do.
Let's get you all home.
Yeah, let's all go home. Let's go back to the house, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure you want to tussle with Bob?
Oh no, I've had enough
I-
day for one day.
As I look, do I see Bob?
As you are headed back, you also hear the neighing and nickering of horses in the distance behind you.
Is that a good
You
noise?
gotta be kidding me.
No, Isla looks back. What do I see?
About a dozen mounted figures riding towards you.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Yep, I guess we're done here.
Get out of here.
Fuck, they've got your scent now. Run.
Great. I start running.
Yeah.
I start running. Yeah.
I start running. I take off flying. Actually, straight through the portal.
You run. Anybody doing anything in particular as they run out?
Yes.
What is that, dear Mythos?
Well, I've got all these wonderful conditions on me.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No, no. You're gonna do something stupid.
Oh no! Oh no!
I would like to do something stupid.
Oh,
no!
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, snaps. Snaps.
Go for it.
Ask Bob. Turn right. Grab the door by the lamppost. Don't
What?
look behind you. Run. Kyranos! She is not your prey. I am. You want to hunt? Let's hunt. And he is going to dash further into the Feywild.
Oh no!
Arthur,
Oh, for
no!
the love of!
Son of a you! Ah!
Run! I would like to clear guilty.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
I look back at Arthur, and I point. I say, "Arthur, I swear, you better show up back at the house later on wearing white robes or something." And I keep on going.
Yeah.
You
And
got this, Mythos.
so, with that, the hunters veer off after Mythos. You rush past Bob. He is on his second cigar now, and he waves goodbye. You turn right and take the door past the lamppost, and you make it back into the House of Mystery.
Well,
I swear to
I
God, this guy.
guess all's well that ends well, right? And then some crystal spikes just come out of his back. So, let's recap. We've got yet another member of the team who owes her soul to a fae. Also, Arthur's God's nowhere.
Well, we know where he's at. He's back
Well,
in the Feywild.
yeah, I mean, I know he's in the Feywild, but where in the in Fairy is he now? I mean, like, oh,
The point is this. The point is, he better show back up. This guy better show back up after. He better just like come turning around that corner right now. Like, watch, he's gonna do it right now. 3, 2, 1, bam. Right now. Arthur's gonna show up. Damn it, you better show up right now.
Elodie, figure out what you need. Arthur doesn't have to do everything alone. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
I'm gonna make sure he knows that he doesn't. So I have I've got something to do. Maybe I might be able to try and find Arthur, but there's a chance it won't work. Not gonna get your hopes up. Hopefully, I'll see what I can do. And he sort of like walks off somewhere else into another room in the house and closes the door behind him.
Okay.
Isla just turns to Marvin and Elodie. Marvin, you need to take care of her. Help her figure out what needs to happen in order for us to be able to save her.
What are you going to do?
I need to go with Arthur. He doesn't need to do it alone. He needs to know that, and I need to be the one to tell him.
But
It's okay.
And as she's saying, oh, go ahead.
My blood's worth more than just a debt. You don't have to worry about me.
I am going to worry about you. That's the thing. I love you. There's never going to be a time when I don't worry about you. It's more of a thing, am I afraid you don't have this? Oh, I know you have this. Doesn't mean I'm not going to worry about you. And he gives her a kiss.
And that's why I love you back.
Do what you got to do. Hurry back.
And as
Please.
they're talking, you know, like in the background, Sirius like sort of walks past the other way, and he's got like a whole arms full of like these random magical artifacts, and he like sort of plops them like on a table somewhere, and he goes off into another room, and he does the same thing with some more. It's just going on in the background as they're talking.
I just jog out and go in the direction that we came from, and hopefully I can get through.
Okay. We'll see what happens there in a moment. Elodie, is there anything you would like to do before we shift away?
Open the skull.
Oh, the quick question: we are still in the house, right?
You are in the house, yes.
Yeah. So okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
Elodie, you have the scroll. What would you like to know?
Everything.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
the Black Knight is a title held by many over the years. The current holder of this title is Suisa Zarni the Eighth, who's coincidentally a distant relation of the Hinsky line. He's seeking to bring back his age-old foe, Arthur the Pendragon. And to do that, he needs Camelot. And for Camelot, he needs Excalibur, and Mordred, and several other things that he's already got a hold of and has had a hold of for quite some time. If he can bring back Arthur, he can defeat him. At least he's sure he can defeat him this time. That's the whole goal. To prove that he's better. So, in the fate that's supposed to happen, he is stopped. Not by the Pendragon. But by a maid who crashes his party. They both die in the end. That is how these legends go. However, if several things were to not come into play, if a different story was to be written somehow, some way, perhaps this fate can be avoided. Excalibur would need to be acquired, to be wielded, to be reforged. And it would need to be gotten into the hands of someone worthy of wielding it. Doom can be escaped, but there will be a price. By forsaking destiny, a new one will be written. But that is the nature of such tales.
Marvin slowly leans over Elodie's shoulder, says, "So what'd you find out?"
This guy's Isla's cousin.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? And he like drops the handful of trinkets that he's got.
But she rolls it up. Not a lot more that I didn't already know.
Okay.
So
Does it say how do we stop him then?
I need Excalibur.
All right, well,
right, so then where is it? Is it like just because I remember reading something about last time they had to find it like sitting in a rock somewhere or under a lake. I mean, there are two different stories and it's the same thing. Human myths are weird.
this one is not a myth. I mean, that stuff that is true. That's true facts.
And Excalibur,
Right.
that's in Avalon. You just
Yeah.
have to go to Avalon, and in fact, this scroll will get you an audience with Mab's half-daughter Morgan.
So, at least I got what I was really looking for out of this, which was a ticket in. But I really don't know if that means I get Excalibur, because I have to be worthy. And I'm really not feeling very worthy right now.
But either way, I don't think we're going to be able to pull this off without Arthur involved. I mean, our Arthur, not the other Arthur.
We need the whole team.
Right, exactly. And I know I made a promise to Soul Brother, but I think I might have to you see, when I was at the observatory, I made an extremely powerful tracking device. And I think that maybe if I add some of these magical thingamabobs, I may be able to recalibrate it to at least get a slight hint as to where in the Fey realm Arthur might be.
Let's let Isla do her thing first.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, speaking of which, Isla, where... Oh, right, she's gone. Yeah, if they don't come back, I'm going to try and track them.
Oh
Give us
no,
some
no.
time.
You don't understand
Right.
something. You don't understand something, Sapphire. If Isla doesn't come back, I'm going after them.
Yeah,
You were gonna stay here. You're gonna finish job. I was made for this. I can track people down, and I'm really good at it. If they don't come back, I will go after them. I need you to continue what we're doing here.
Right. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. I trust you. I mean, I've seen you deal with a lot worse before. Even though that situation back there with the queen was pretty scary.
Please. I haven't been anything worse than you haven't been through anything. We've
Marvin
all been through the
killed
same.
You.
Yeah, I died.
Yeah.
I mean, I really died. I mean, this second heart is made for situations like that. And she snuffed them both out. Right there. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a rush.
Just be careful,
rush?
Marv.
I'm what?
Because you gotta understand something. It kind of just proves something for me. I can get taken down. All this time I thought I was like some exception to everything. But this proves a big thing for me. People can take me down. It is making me, just appreciate what I got. So I'm saying is, if they don't come back, I'm going after them.
Just be careful, Marvin. We don't know what these guys can do. I mean, to be brutally honest, I don't think I've ever met a single Fae that I've liked. I've only been on this planet for like barely even a year now, and so far, these guys are literally worse than the Diamond Sovereignty. I mean, I don't know. Just be careful. Just be careful. I'm thinking about. I wonder what would happen if Queen Mad got into a fight with Diamond. Like that would be
It's something I'd rather not think about. But look, let's focus on this
right
here, this scroll, because man, I really don't want to step into the leadership role. Someone else do it.
Well, it's definitely not going to be me. I barely know my way around this planet.
I look over at Elodie.
I mean, it is kind of your quest we're going on, so why not?
All right, if we're leading Sapphire, I need you to just like fuse your mouth shut or something, because like,
Got it.
I love you. You talk too much.
Got it. His mouth just disappears, and it's really creepy looking.
All right, I'll see what else I can get out of this.
And like as you read it, the scroll like kind of almost inverts on itself, and there are words in the words as you read closer. What else would you like to know?
Am I actually worthy of wielding Excalibur?
Party Crasher becomes worthy in the end, whether she thinks so or not.
All right. What else do I need to stay alive?
To stay alive, you will also need armor, obviously. A special set of armor. And the one thing the Black Knight could never have. Honor.
Marvin,
Yeah.
does your mom know any good blacksmiths?
Well, yeah, tons of them.
All right. Wonder if they could sew some metal plates into this coat.
If they know how to work with lithium crystals,
That'd be something.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Get me a suit of armor made out of your crystals. That'd be fun.
I mean, why not? Let's do that. Let's get some crystals, bring it to my mom. She can see what she can do, and then we can put it on your jacket. I mean, she made me this vest.
All right. I need armor and I need honor, whatever that means. Like, what does that mean?
Hold on a second, and I head off out of the kitchen because it feels like the kitchen is always like their go-to point whenever they come back to the house.
It's a nice.
So he heads out the kitchen, and he comes back, and he gives her a book. This is a book May, gave to me. She lets me. I read it a lot, and it is the book Hagakure, which is the practitioner spiritual guide of Bushido. I mean, a lot of this stuff is dated, but it'll help you out. I mean, you gotta remember, honor's not something you can learn; it's something you gotta earn, and you gotta live by it. It's a code.
Okay, but if this thing tells me to go celibate, that's out. That's right out. I'm not.
Oh no, it's not
happening.
Oh no,
No,
that's not. No, they won't tell you to do all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
That's definitely for sure. But I give her the book, like, just check it out.
I guess. I look back down to the scroll and I look for the one thing I don't really want to know, and that's what the sacrifice is.
The sacrifice? Is that what you value most? That what you have bartered away? The sacrifice is one's name.
Well, that complicates things. Huh. That's really ironic.
Well, you're ready to make that sacrifice, that they're saying?
Periwinkle's kind of an asshole.
It kind of is.
I've been saying the same thing for quite some time.
But that's kind of I feel like that's even a new low. He fucking took from me the one thing that I actually needed to do this.
Well, I'm sure we can find some other way. I mean,
Is that the loophole?
no.
I asked for his I asked for his help to beat the night. And he took from me the one thing I needed to do it. Is that the loophole?
Well awarded rule number 60. There's always a loophole.
I can't ask Arthur. I was gonna say I gotta ask Arthur. I can't ask Arthur. He can't.
Arthur's not here right now. If you'd like to leave a message.
I didn't mean right this second.
Look. All right. Arthur and Isla got their hands full right now. we gotta find ways to find this out. Not in Arthur's way of doing it, but our way of doing it.
The Raven.
Yeah.
I could ask some of my friends up in orbit, but
I don't
know
think
how
they
they're-
don't
I-
understand how this crap works, honey. It's
Yeah.
it's a good thought. Thank you for trying. That's not it.
We gotta ask that Raven. The Raven's.
yeah, the Raven's probably our best bet.
I've got a copy of the contract at my place.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
ask him to look it over.
All right. You go talk to that Raven. Sapphire.
Yeah,
I need some crystals. I'm gonna take them to my mom.
got it. I've got a whole stash of them in the back of my ship.
Wait, hold a second. Is the stuff you're made out of also those crystals?
They're two different things. The crystals that I'm talking about
I
are
pick
not
up
the
one of
kind
the
that I'm
shards
made of.
that fell off of him. So if I take this and bring it to my mom, she can make a suit of armor out of it, right?
Well, there's a difference. The crystals that I'm talking about are different from the ones that I'm made out of.
I'm just saying, if
she
I took
could.
this
She
stuff,
could.
be
She
pretty,
definitely could.
romantic if she was wearing a suit of armor made out of the stuff out of the guy who loves her into battle. Wink, wink.
Wait a minute. You've got a point, because that's kind of how this magic stuff works, isn't it?
I'm taking your stuff and I head out.
And so when he says it, he's like, wait, so this is kind of how this magic stuff works, isn't it? Bing! And then like all the crystals on his body just pop off of him, and he's just like this smooth crystally thing that just goes up. Like he doesn't even have a face at this point. He's just
I
like
walk
this
back in and just take more of the crystals.
featureless thing. I just
keep thinking that, buddy. Just keep thinking that, buddy. And I take more of the crystals and I head out.
Yeah.
And I think
That
point, our Marvin gathering the crystals and then Sirius chasing after him. Wait!
Yeah.
And I think that is the perfect place where we end tonight's issue.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I asked what you wanted to do, and you didn't disappoint. I hope I didn't disappoint you either. My goodness. Let's go back around the table, talk to our folks, and put a bow on this one for tonight. Corey, how are you doing? Where can we find you? And, of course, as is the tradition here in Sunset City, what is our comic covers looking like for this next week? Remember, we are on the non-Mythfits line for this week.
Right. So, yes, I am Corey Sparks, otherwise known as Hyperlight Sparks around here. You can find me on Twitter at Hyperlight Sparks with an X. I do most of the graphical work for this show, and so if anyone needs any, graphical stuff for a reasonable price, I mean, you can contact me and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, this is again, this was awesome. I can't wait for the next week. And yeah, as for the next comic, that is an interesting one. I would say maybe. Oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. I'll get back to you on that.
That's
I'll get
fine.
Back to you on
We
that.
can roll back. We can roll back in a bit. That's fine.
Right.
Pope, how you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey everybody, Pope here. Pope World Build on Twitter, Pope World Build on Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. If you want to see more of my ridiculous countenance, well, tune in here every Sunset City time, every Sunset City channel will be here. Coming up on this little channel called Encounter Roleplay, they're doing this thing called One Shot Wednesday, and this week you won't see me because there's just too much terror happening. But the week after that, there's some grappling going on, and you will see this funny face there. And the week after, I hear there's a monster story. It's of the week. So definitely tune in, check that stuff out. But man, this just keeps getting better every time. Love all of you guys. As for the comic, well, we got to see a little bit of her in Hellwarden, as well as the Mythfits. This is all to prop up her own comic, Zelizatrixis, also known as Liz or Liza, depending on how familiar you are with her. Issue 1, Hail to the Queen. As we get to see the person who lives on the suite at the top of 3M Tower, and all of the infernal problems she creates and then solves. On the cover, you get to see her with twirling on a finger Ulysses' tubes like helmet. And in the background, you see the little other bits of his gear, and you just see at the bottom of the cover a set of legs tied up with duct tape.
Man, you just can't get enough of hurting poor Ulysses after all he did for you.
Oh, there's hurting, but I think he likes this pain.
Let nothing be said that he isn't a little bit of a masochist. Anyways, fantastic. Yeah, definitely want to catch up on some things happening over on Counter Roleplay. They love us, we love them. Christy, how you doing? Where can we find you, and what's your cover?
Okay, well, I'm Polish Christy. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Here every other Sunday doing my Hussar, excuse me, my Hussar thing. And my cover would be a Black Knight issue. And the title would be The Black Knight of the Family. And it would just be him in the center, but then surrounded by female warriors.
Yeah.
He's the only male. And then another subtitle that says, when you're the only one to walk away from battle, you lose your honor. Quote.
Love it. Love this.
Poland for life.
And Celeste, how you doing? You asked for Mab, you got her.
I may have, I won't lie, I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. But, you know, you get what you pay for. Hi, I'm Celeste PLS with way too many underscores on Twitter. I'm Celeste Shepherd here on Twitch. I don't do a whole lot of streaming of my own, but I wind up on other people's channels quite a bit. You can catch me here every other Sunday with that Party Crasher action. Don't really have anything else going on right now. But, you know, definitely go show out for those Encounter Roleplay shows. Those are a wild ride, especially tomorrow, Crownlands. Ooh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's so good. So good.
So good, and we should be getting some wonderful interactions on that next one.
The juiciest of fruits. As far as the cover goes, I'm really feeling another issue of Nightwatch. I love her. But the question is, who's she going up against? Maybe Nightwatch in the past has had a run-in with Ulysses Tube, and an internet run-in with him. Maybe a little bit of hacking. Going on.
Are they having a hackathon?
Maybe, yeah.
All right, love that. And last but absolutely not the least, Wally, how you doing?
Boy, howdy. That was an episode. I died. That happened. This was a very intense episode. I can't even front. This was like a really intense episode. Like, the stakes of how powerful Mab is was put out front, and yeah, once again the team split also. So, oof, oh boy. Hey y'all, I'm Wally. You can find me on the Twitter at Wally132. So that counts of roleplay. 1 week, one shot Wednesdays. So yeah, your buddy is gonna be on Wednesday's episode. This coming Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Nice.
I'm gonna be there playing getting into some spookums. That's what I'm doing. Getting into some spookums. It's gonna be pretty too spoopy for maybe some of y'all.
Gonna run into a fright in here and there.
You're gonna run into a fright. Gonna have a shudder. Yeah, you can find me there. I'm gonna be there 3 p.m. Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I am really looking forward to it. This is my first time being with the Encounter roleplay group. I am very much looking forward to it. I'm actually playing with someone who I've played with before, so I'm also even more excited about that. It's a little reunion, as you were. What is the cover for an outside Mythfits issue? The cover of the issue is called The Bureau. And it's not what you think it is. It comes off like when you see it on the spinner rack, you think it's like about the Bureau of Observation and how they go out into the world, keep things out. But no, it's actually the total opposite. It's actually a comic book that shows the workplace mishaps of working at the Bureau. Because even though they may be this group of people who go out into the world and hunt down cryptids and do what they do, they still got to deal with the bureaucracy of corporate life. And on the cover is you see Grendel, and he's wearing a Speedo and a Hawaiian shirt, and it says, and there's a bubble that says like, "What? I thought it's Casual Friday."
Yeah, okay. We did this, and so we're doing this now. That's fine.
And the tagline of the cover, it says, "Once again, another trip to HR."
Oh,
Look, they ain't got shit on me, okay?
Also, I figured out what my comic thing is going to be. Okay,
Yeah.
so now what was the name of that villain that Soul Brother thought Sapphire was that you called out, like Crystal
Hedron, I believe.
Crystal Hedron. Yeah, I think you used to say something like Crystal Hedra, something like that. Well, either way, the comic is actually a Soul Brother issue. And the title is going to be Heart and Soul, S-O-L, like the sun, soul, because like that's what his thing is, right? Soul Brother.
Yep.
Either way, and it's going to be about the secret romance between Soul Brother and Crystal Hedra, because they are fighting each other, but they both secretly have a crush on each other. And the cover is like them like standing face to face, staring each other down, but like in the background, like this crystal stuff in the background, but their reflections distort like the images of them to make it look like they're actually like embracing each other instead. And so that's the cover of that. Heart and Soul. And
also on the cover, there's a little tiny like circle in the corner where you see Marvin's face like this, and it says, "Marvin's not in this issue, but he sure wishes he was."
exactly.
Of course he does. Oh, it's perfect. And as for me, of course, I am Matt the Killer GM. You can follow me on Twitter at the Killer GM. I write about gaming, get up to all sorts of nonsense, and talk with people about various things. I am here running this lovely channel every other Sunday for bringing you all of your lovely Mythfits action. with these wonderful, wonderful people who I am so fortunate to have here. Otherwise, I still have a couple more guest spots over on Laugh Love Lindy's channel in Witcher Family of Wraiths, where Harald of Oxenfurt might have gotten into a spot of trouble with Dusa Gamera and Banshee. We'll find out probably what happens this Wednesday. We're hoping so. And even if we deal with that, we still got a couple Sinblings to get rid of, and we've seen them, and they're a thing. Otherwise, also coming up, I hear on Encounter Roleplay this next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, which you should go watch Wally and the others. That's going to be fantastic. Terror is a fun system. So much fun. Please go watch them. But this next Sunday, I hear there's a wrestling show of some kind maybe happening. So starring, I believe the federation is called Elite Wrestling Pros. So you might want to take a look at that when you get a chance. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube on the VOD, thank you so much. We love hearing from you, seeing what you got. Please let us know what you love most about this episode and what you would do to appease the queen of the Unseelie Court next time you're caught in the lands of winter. And otherwise, there is one last post-credit scene before our fires go down for tonight. It is Isla and Arthur in the Fae being chased. It wasn't the Wild Hunt. No, that would be way too easy. It was the Knights of Autumn. The arrows are flickering past. There are calls. You are surrounded. And then, Arthur, there is that ever so familiar smell of brimstone. And the Hell Warden steps through the portal and wraps his arms around both your shoulders. Close your eyes and hold your breath. And falls back. And with that, as our fire goes down for the night, remember, folks, with a killer GM, you can always bet your life on it. Good night, my friends.